Did you see the natty or not on TYLER1 by more plates, more dates? No! We actually have to see that more plates, more the TYLER1. More plates, more dates. He's fucking cringe. But we can watch this. 14 hours ago! Natural transformation, question mark. TYLER1 natty or not?
That's funny. Due to my injury, I quit football, dropped out of college, and streamed for a living. That was pretty funny, dude. I was not expecting that. SmartAce.com. Today we're going to be talking about TYLER1. This is a streamer that a lot of you guys have been asking me to do a natty or not on. Most notably after that video I did with Leo and Longevity about growth hormone and if it can cause, like horns or that like split shape in your skull to be grown. That comment section in particular was inundated with requests to do TYLER1. And since then, I've been getting tons of natty or not requests on him. And one of the top comments on this one was,
I would guess this is the answer to if he sees him as natty or not. 5'2", 96 lbs to 6'5", 255. Natural transformation. I would guess this is... No, it's no natty.
I beg you, do a natty or not on a guy named TYLER1. He is a streamer that gets like 40 to 50,000 viewers on a regular, live playing League of Legends. And this dude is huge. His head is also deformed in the same pattern you guys talked about in this video. So in this video, we were basically like speculating about how much exogenous GHUs actually like influence his skull shape and size and whatnot. And then everyone just like blew into this comment section about this TYLER1 guy. First comment, he's not natural. It's obvious. TYLER1 isn't huge by any means. Look at him next to Faker in a video where they went to eat, or next to what in his, I don't know, in his interview. He could potentially have gone on something in his younger football days, but right now he looks the same for years and seems to be holding tons of water weight. He's also extremely short, so his frame is beefier, looks beefier than it really is. Strong kid nonetheless, considering he's a full-time streamer, but let's not delude ourselves. He's a manlet. Do you think Alpha Destiny is juiced too? TYLER1, autism or not? He can bench 4 plates too. All right, some interesting comments there. So anyways, this is what his Instagram looks like. This is him doing 405 for 10.
He looks really skinny here compared to what I've seen him before. For me, I think I've seen TYLER1 come in more filled up, more pumped, everything, and then he goes down again. It looks like on and off cycling to me. That's what I've seen in the past.
And assume this guy claims natural while cranking the shit out like it's fucking air. Wow, this is actually very impressive. Let's see, what are the comments like? Crazy, you are an Olympic, you ate great, you loser. All right. Alpha's supposed to yell before the set. Let's see. Jesus Christ, this is a hateful comment section.
It's Twitch, my man.
What else? Okay, I'm on my desktop, so it's not reloading the fucking thing properly. But yeah, anyway, that's super impressive. This is what he looks like out of the gym here beside Faker.
I'm 100% sure this, I've seen TYLER1 blow himself up, being like 10 kilo heavier, more water, more pumped all the time. 100%.
Sure who that is, but I feel like in the streaming world, I'm assuming this guy is pretty well known. So anyways, this is what he looks like. It's not anything crazy impressive or over the top or anything. Doesn't mean it's natural though. Here he is benching 405, supposedly naturally. Now you have to consider too, this guy is quite short, so it's not like he has damn, dude. Wow. That's very impressive. Let's see what his deadlift is. Holy fuck. My back hurt just watching that. Okay, so this guy's very, very strong, obviously, and he is a full-time streamer. He's not even like a pro athlete or anything. Oh, he has a pre-workout. I would be interested to look at the ingredient profile. Let's see. Here's him and his girl, him eating some cake. Him, he doesn't have a whole lot of pictures, but it looks like his physique. How long ago was this? 2016. Here he is back in 2016.
There you can see he's more buffed. Do you see the difference? More filled up, more buffed up. As I said, much more.
So he pretty much has looked the same since forever, from what I can see. Here he is, 405, 4x5.
Okay, he has some skinny legs though.
Back in 2016, so it's not like the numbers are significantly different. Let's see what the bench was. Okay, so, you know, the progress of his strength from at least where he is at the start of his Instagram seems reasonably natural in terms of how it's progressed.
Is true.
You're not going to find a lot of guys that can squat 405 for 10 naturally, though. You're not going to find a lot of guys that can bench 405 naturally. But you have to understand, too, this guy is very compact. When you're shorter, you have the ability to distribute.
Should be said, my brother can squat more than TYLER1 and he is natural. My brother can squat more than TYLER1 and he is natural. He can deadlift much more than TYLER1 and still being natural.
Muscle weight in a bit more of a, like 5 pounds of muscle on this guy is going to look like 10 to 15 pounds of muscle on a guy who is over 6'1", you know what I mean? So, and I guess you could argue, you know, he has less actual distance to travel for the bench as well as the squat and the deadlift from getting top to bottom.
That might be true, that because he, as you saw here, he hasn't had any progress the last at least 4 years of his Instagram. It was more before that. Maybe they gave him something in college football. That might be true.
Maybe that plays into it somewhat. Let's get into his transformation here. So this is published in 2016. It's called Tyler Steinkamp, My Football and Bodybuilding Transformation. As far as what this guy's skull looks like, though, by the way, TYLER1 head. So a lot of people were showing me this guy's skull in particular. So this is actually what his fucking head looks like? Oh, no, it's definitely not. His head in 5
Welcome
years.
to Twitch again.
His head, the headset actually dented his head even more. So this guy is streams a shit ton apparently, and he, I don't know, I guess he gets made fun of for his head shape because he wears this fucking thing on his head so much. And yeah, like the notable thing, like this is kind of hard to even show what I'm talking about because people are editing his fucking shit. But this, let's assume this is not edited, the sort of like horns look here is what people were referring to where they were asking me to identify, isn't this guy on GH then? And it was like, that video that I did was not me stating that I think it's GH use. I was simply exploring the potential for exogenous GH use and if it would have some sort of effect on cranial changes. And for TYLER1, I think that his head has probably always been, like maybe it's changed from over the years, but I think that sort of like split that people were asking me about in particular, and presumably the main reason why people wanted me to do the natty or not is because they want me to find out if he used abused GH. Now, it's not unheard of for guys who want to grow taller to abuse GH in their teens in an attempt to do so. If you didn't know, Lionel Messi is actually famously used GH to correct his deficiency to grow to a normal height. He otherwise would have been much shorter than he ended up being. So this guy, did he abuse GH in his teens and this resulted in his head looking the way it did? I would speculate no. Like, I highly doubt it. Most people are not going to be able to afford GH in their teens, nor would they know how to even get it, nor would they get prescribed it unless they had a literal deficiency. So presumably this guy doesn't have one. What are the chances he does? I definitely wouldn't use the shape of his head as a 100% indicating factor of his use or not, it is just something that's interesting to speculate about, because there definitely is at least some interplay with chronic GH abuse and craniofacial changes in the long term, but in the short term, not really. And it seems like this guy, at least from what I've seen, and for this guy, it seems like his head has sort of always had that look. I don't know. So anyways, as far as his physique in particular, if you go back to the start of his Instagram, like I said, it looks no different whatsoever. If you go back to the start of his YouTube channel, it doesn't really look different to me either. Looks like the same shit. Like, he's not overly impressive. He just has high force production relative to his actual body weight from what it looks like, which is, you know, good genetics in certain aspects, good training for it. Let's see, he was a skinny kid growing up. He was referred to as a beta male, apparently. Grew tired of being pushed around in football. Time to change. And here he is. So he's a short guy, but he's not, you know, he's got some muscle on him, you know. He looks lean and a little lean and mean. Worked on getting faster every day. Trained hard, obviously. Let's see, what was this? By sophomore year, I was the fastest in the state.
Actually, seeing this, it doesn't look like he's using anything. Have to say. He has had some good pictures out there, which might look a little bit suspicious, but no, actually seeing this.
Here he is running in for a TD and just fucking smoking these dudes.
But when you look at his brother and the genetics, I think Tyler did very minor 1-2 cycles and then stopped. He might have done that in his football day. But if you look at his brother, everyone's starting to type L. I'm sorry, E-Rob. I'm sorry, Erob, but it doesn't look like the family is blessed with genetics. It doesn't look like the family is blessed with good genetics. Okay? It wasn't to throw shit against Erob. But But look, when you see this, let's see if we can find a picture of him standing up. It isn't like they have a built physique. It looks to me that it is. He's a lot taller. He is shorter than me, his normal height. I'm not... To be fair, Elrop was quite lean and... He might have, but I'm just saying, when you see him, he's probably not training, he's just doing nothing. This isn't blessed genetics, this is normal genetics. It isn't like he's just growing into something without doing anything. It isn't like TYLER1 has been able to just look like he does without working. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't even get the same height genetics. Maybe it is. Maybe TYLER1 is short because he took roids in his teens, stopped his growth. Might be. Oh no. Oh. Do they even have the same parents? Or same dads? No, but Erob is a great guy. I'm just kidding a bit here. Don't take this as shit throwing. I wasn't meaning that he is anything wrong. When I said they're not blessed with good genetics, I was more talking about that they. Have you seen those guys with fucking good genetics? They look like freaks when they're kids. That's what I meant. They look like normal genetics. That's not bullying.
Oh shit. Shake and bake, dude. I started eating to gain mass and continue my growth. Just a picture of like fucking dirty ass chicken wings and cinnamon buns. I worked out 7 days a week. Jesus. So he was doing 3 plates even back then for reps. So, you know, if anything, and is this the 4-plate? Oh, this is the 4-plate bench that was on his Instagram too. By the time I reached college, I was one of the strongest. And here he is playing football. Again, let's see. I became the biggest on the field standing at, what the fuck? Standing at 6'5", 235 pounds.
Trolling video.
Full, obviously. After 8 years of training, this is now where I stand. And, man. Yeah, so he's muscular, but it's not like crazy. 5'2", 96 pounds. 6'5", 255 pounds. My goal is to make it into the real leagues until this happened. Let's see. Oh, this fucking clip. That's funny. Due to my injury, I quit football, dropped out of college, and streamed for a living. That's pretty funny, dude. I was not expecting that. But anyway, he's got a good sense of humor, and that was a perfect exit right there. So, anyway, as far as his progression, dude, like unless this kid was saucing his face off from like grade 10 to grade 12, I don't think this is indicative of cranking. To be honest, to me, this just looks like a guy who's short and explosive and natural progression. Obviously, the lifts are a bit suspect.
This guy trying to be serious on YouTube about this.
Full-time streamer.
That they're not videos being dragged into Twitch shit. Everything is a fucking meme. The first head dent was edited so bad.
You know, it's not like you can't train for fucking strength if you're streaming. It's not that hard to go to the gym. So I don't think it's unreasonable. It's just very unlikely that he would be able to. But, you know, there are outliers.
No, it's not Corona intakes at all.
Who might be able to do this naturally. And I would not take the skull thing as a indicator of, oh, this guy has a bit of a fucking split. Therefore, he took a shit ton of GH in his youth. No, I don't think so, dude. So, anyways, that's my stance. I'm going to say natty. Granted, I didn't dig into it significantly. So if somebody has some, like, very obvious before and afters in, like, high school from, like, grade 10 to 12. Like, again, it looked like he just was, like, a late... I don't know if he's a late bloomer, just, like, aggressively hit puberty and then... You know, just
thank you for the 3. Welcome Albert to the Champions Club. Albert, get in, settle in, fit in, drip in, and win.
Freeway Mix, thank you for the 11 months.
Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This is, you know, just based on the physique, I would say no. I think this is natural. Based on the lifts, it's a bit more iffy. Based on the head, I would, you know, not read too much into that. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I don't think this is, his physique is anything out of the realm of obtainable for the majority.
I agree with him.
That are a bit suspect, like I said. So.
I agree with more plates, more dates in this. After seeing that, but we can't really see anything because there's there's almost no pictures, no videos. We saw like one video from some high school, college football, I don't know what year it was, and then it was a few pictures of and a few videos of him lifting. We don't even know what years they're from, nothing. But from all of this,
fucking slaves, get your ass back here!
No idea, to be honest. Fearless, thank you for your prime 14 months.
Deep dives into bodybuilding, pharmacology, sports, enhancement and whatnot.
there has been a lot of Tfu Natty or Not videos as well.
Follow me on Instagram at moreplates_more_dates, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below. My TRT clinic, Gorilla Mind, nootropic formulas, Gorilla Mode,